The paradox of the universe. You can be whatever you want to be, but you are responsible for your actions. In the vast and mysterious universe, a paradox we often hear arises. You can be whatever you want to be in your life. This phrase, which sounds like an echo of infinite possibilities, seems to extol the human capacity to forge one's own destiny. But there's an implicit warning that not everyone hears. You are responsible for your own actions. In this duality lies the secret to a full and fulfilled life, where potential and responsibility intertwine to create the reality we desire. The affirmation of our desires, a tuning into the universe. On the path to self-discovery, many find power in affirmations, phrases repeated with the intention of recording our deepest desires in the subconscious. Anyone can ask the universe for a wish, for example. Today I affirm that the universe will bring me 100 billion pesos. However, this statement doesn't mean that the money will appear without further assertion, without making the slightest effort to attract it. What actually happens is an internal connection with desire that awakens in us a will to act, to create. Through this affirmation, the mind begins to imagine, plan, and look for opportunities. And little by little, it attracts the path that will lead us to success, where we will find the wisdom or knowledge indicated to earn that money. This is the magic of the universe and its paradox. He doesn't give us what we want on a silver platter, but rather gives us the desire to fight and learn how to get it. Whoever affirms with faith and then acts accordingly moves the energies that lead him to manifest what he desires.
If you find this content relevant, please subscribe, activate the bell, and share.
Art and talent, tools of transformation. For those who dream of significant achievements, such as achieving wealth or fame, the universe seems to respond not so much to the desires themselves, but to the efforts invested in achieving them. The pursuit of success through art and talent is a perfect example. Creativity is a way to connect with the divine, to express the infinite potential of our soul. The artist, the creator, becomes a channel through which the universe manifests its perfection. However, this ability to transform a talent into a source of success and abundance does not come alone. It involves responsibility, work, and commitment to oneself. The paradox reminds us that, although we can aspire to whatever we want, we must also be willing to assume the burden of our actions, to accept that we are co-creators of our reality. The perfection of the universe. Everything is balance. We often wonder if the universe is really perfect. In a spiritual and philosophical sense, the perfection of the universe is not measured by its absence of challenges, but by the constant balance between potential and effort. Every desire planted in the human heart brings with it a series of tests and lessons. The universe doesn't just give us what we ask for, it also provides us with opportunities to learn, grow, and reach our dream destination. This process is a reminder that nothing in life is free. The perfection of the universe lies in the fact that every effort brings its reward. In that balance is the law that governs all that exists. We cannot ask without giving, we cannot receive without opening ourselves to change, and we cannot achieve without learning. The sky's the limit. The power of choice. The sky's the limit, and while this phrase suggests that our possibilities are endless, it also reminds us of something crucial. Only we can decide whether we stop or move forward. This decision reminds us of the role we play in our own lives. Every act, every decision, and every word is a manifestation of our free will. When we affirm something and work towards it, we move towards that symbolic heaven. But there's always the risk of giving up too soon. Sometimes fears, doubts, or fatigue stop us. However, the universe in its perfection will always give us a choice. Give up or move on. Our responsibility is to recognize that moment and decide. Be aware that although the sky is the limit, it also depends on our willingness to overcome our own internal barriers and limitations. Perseverance and commitment to our desires are essential to achieving success. The final paradox: the universe and we are one. The paradox of the universe is not only that we can be whatever we want, but that at the same time, the universe asks us to do our part. On a deep spiritual level, the universe is not something external. We are part of it, and it is part of us. Everything we desire and everything we do resonates in this vast cosmos of which we are a small but powerful part. This unity implies that every action we take has repercussions, and that what we sow is what we reap. If we sow effort, dedication, and love, the universe will return to us the fruit of that sowing. If instead we sow carelessness or fear, then we must also be prepared to face its consequences. Ultimately, the paradox is that the universe doesn't give us what we want. It gives us the opportunity to become who we need to be to receive it. The freedom to create our reality. Ultimately, the paradox of the universe becomes an invitation to discover our ability to create. It's not just about receiving what we want, but about becoming people capable of attracting and sustaining it. This transformation is the true essence of our connection to the universe, a journey toward our spiritual and personal growth. The universe does not respond to our superficial demands. It responds to the depth of our being, to our will to evolve, and our ability to see beyond the immediate. In the end, we realize that true power lies not in asking, but in being able to become what we want to receive. So if I decree that the universe will bring me 100 billion, we must understand that it is not money we are after, but growth, the expansion and awakening of our abilities. Always remember that the true gift of the universe is not material success, but the wisdom and maturity we gain from walking the path. Conclusion: you are the architect of your own reality. In the grand tapestry of the universe, each of us has the ability to be whoever we want to be, but also has the responsibility to build that path. Life is a dance between what we long for and what we are willing to do to achieve it. The paradox of the universe invites us to understand that although we may desire and affirm, in the end, we are the architects of our reality. Remember, the universe is perfect, and every step you take is a piece of that perfection. The sky is the limit, but only you decide when to stop or when to move forward. Harness this power, trust your path, and remember that ultimately, you are the one who defines the reality you want to live.